This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video on my own personal YouTube channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me today and watch this video. It is, as always, very much appreciated. Right, what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at another possible Classic Watch 25 contender ahead of the upcoming German Oaks this Sunday, the 3rd of August. But before we do that, where can people find these horses? Well, they are on Classic Watch 25. ClassicWatch25.great/site.net is the site where people will be able to find these horses throughout the season. There's still a few classics left around the world before we move on to Classic Watch 26 in Australia in due course. We've still got to finish Europe, Japan as well. Plenty of action still to come. Hopefully, horses will be added throughout the season on ClassicWatch25.great/site.net. Right, the following horse I've got for you today is possible to run in the German Oaks. And that horse in question is Spirited Style, a 3-year-old filly owned by Godolphin and trained by Charlie Appleby. The horse is sired by See the Stars out of a dam called Wild Illusion, who herself was sired by the legendary Godolphin sire Dubawi. The horse bred by Godolphin as well. We will take a look now. You see here in the German Oaks, you will see on the 8th of the 3rd, you will see that number 3 on the entries at the moment is in fact Spirited Style. So with only a couple of days to go, it's looking like she might take her chance in the race. So pretty rude of us not to take a look at her, in my view. People will see she's got a very interesting pedigree. She is in fact dam line 23. If people look at pedigreequery.com, they will find her on there. Up to date so far, 3 starts, 2 wins and a second, for career earnings of £34,722 UK pounds up to this date. I know people like to see these things on the Racing Post as well. You'll see that her debut was fairly average. She improved by 30 on her debut. She ran to 72 when Dougie Costello could only finish second, beaten 3 lengths by Wonder Star on debut at Ascot. She then came out at Haydock on the 22nd of May and defeated Perla by 3.5 lengths, ridden by William Buick, running to a Racing Post rating of 102. And then her most recent start came on the 19th of July, a race we will take a look at in this video, where she managed to win against her elders the listed Aphrodite Stakes at Newmarket. Over the German Oaks distance of 1 mile 4 furlongs, she managed to beat Sueno by 1 3/4 lengths on the day, and she improved again another 7 to her best Racing Post rating so far, a rating of 109. Pretty interesting filly, I think it's fair to say. A horse never out of the first 2 in her first 3 starts. She's showing plenty of potential, it's fair to say, at this stage. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a little bit of the pedigree of the horse. She's actually quite closely related to a horse we looked at the other day. So rather than listen to me bang on about the pedigree, this will be a relatively short video because I will just include a card when the time is right, rather than do the pedigree again. So let's crack on, shall we? Like we said, we know the horse is dam line 23. Let's take a look at the dam, shall we? Wild Illusion, a mare born in 2015, sired by Dubawi out of a dam called Room. She had a very good career on the track, Wild Illusion. 12 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds and a third. 8 out of 12 starts in the first 3. And career earnings of £1,195,992 UK pounds. The horse raced in Great Britain, France, the USA and in Ireland in her career. Quite unlucky not to be a classic winner herself, it's fair to say. Back in 2018, she was second in the UK Oaks at Epsom, and she was fourth at Newmarket in the UK 1,000 guineas. She was a Group 1 winning 2-year-old the year before that, in 2017, when the Arc was held at Chantilly. She managed to win the Group 1 pre-Marcel Boussac that year, and she also defeated her elders twice at Group 1 level in 2018, winning the Nassau Stakes and the Prix de l'Opera. She was also placed in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mares Turf as well as the Wibblesdale at Royal Ascot. And at four, in 2019, she managed to finish fourth in the Group 1 Pretty Polly Stakes at the Colour, a horse trained as well as this one by Charlie Appleby. So we've got a very strong mare here, really, haven't we? Very closely to winning a classic triple Group 1 winner. So it's very interesting, really. The horse we looked at the other day, which I haven't got open, I'll show you how this fits in, is a German horse called Raposa. I should have really had it open before this, because now it's acceptable to slow internet to slow the video down. Let me just find Raposa for you quickly. And you'll see that Raposa, the German horse we looked at the other day, is also dam line 23. And you'll see that Room and Royal Dubai are also on the pedigree of this horse. Royal Dubai is the second dam of Wild Illusion, and she is also the second dam of the German horse we looked at the other day, Raposa. So rather than go through the pedigree again, what I can do is I can put a link to the card, a YouTube video card, taking a look at the German video we did the other day, Raposa, and I can insert it in this video at a certain point, which I will do now, I think. And then that will enable us to move on, really, from the pedigree. There's not really much point in discussing the same information twice, although I'll give you a rough idea. Family 23 that we know on, people will see, if they take a look at Wild Illusion, they will end up at horses like Jesserday and La Melody, and they will be able to find them horses on this list if they scroll down, and they will find La Melody and all the horses that I just said. I know they will, because I found them myself the other day. I might have, if I scrolled past them. There's a chance that I could have. Feel free, I clearly have, to shout at the screen, because obviously I have scrolled past them. I'm on the wrong line. Family 23 is not 23A. That's very remiss of me to open the wrong one. So we will get back on family number 23, and then I'll probably be able to find the horse that we won. Apologies for that. You'll see that when I do find it, you'll see it's worth waiting for, because there is some area. You'll see there's Arctic Melody, look, there's La Melody, Jesserday, all their horses there, look, related to some very good horses, all discussed at length, really, in the other video. So go back and watch that one, really. We have a good in-depth look at the pedigree on that video. So what there is really to do now in this video is close down a few tabs to save on what CPU we can, because we haven't really got that much open, and see if we think that Spirited Style will develop into some sort of classic horse. What we'll do is we'll watch a win at Newmarket. We won't watch a win second time out, because it's always a lot nice to win first time out, really, isn't it? So we'll watch her win the listed Aphrodite Stakes at Newmarket in the middle of last month against her elder horses as well. So this has to go down as a fair performance, really. She managed to improve again. So let's take a look at this race now, shall we? And then we'll see what we think.
That's it, ready. And they're off and racing. Slowly away was Modern Utopia for this, the Rick and Mary Hambro Aphrodite Filly Stakes race. Kate O'Reilly comes through on the inside rail together with Jane Temple, two of the outsiders for this listed contest. They lead in the early stages with Understudy settling down in third place. Fourth to the outside of the group is Favourite Memory. Favourite Memory races just in advance of the market leader, Spirited Style, in the all blue. Chorus is with her. A little break then to Modern Utopia, who's a little bit free now after that slow start. Swayno is alongside her. See Just in Time is second last. And last of all is Caspi Star. They're making the turn, and that means they're approaching the final mile of the contest. And opening up now on the lead, Kate O'Reilly together with Jane Temple, and they've pulled some 6 lengths clear of the rest of the field. So Kate O'Reilly ahead of Jane Temple. Be quite some forecast if they remain in these positions, flashing past the line. Understudy back in third place, never been too far away, albeit these two leaders have got away a little bit now. Just in behind Understudy races Chorus, who's a bit closer now. On the outer of the group is Favourite Memory, white sleeves, and Modern Utopia continues to take a bit of a grip just in behind them. Spirited Style is racing in behind Favourite Memory, more towards the outside of the group now. And then a small break to see Just in Time. Swayno in second last place. Caspi Star is last of all still. The runners then in the Rick and Mary Hambro Aphrodite Filly Stakes make their way to the final half mile. Kate O'Reilly still from Jane Temple, and they are still 4 lengths clear over Understudy in third position. Favourite Memories back in fourth. In behind those, Spirited Style waited with, alongside Chorus, and the improving See Just in Time is running on quite nicely through the field at massive odds as well, the blue and pink colours to watch out for. And now these two leaders have come back to them. Kate O'Reilly disappears very quickly out the back, and Jane Temple headed as well, so it's all change. We've now got Spirited Style moving to the front. On the rail, See Just in Time. Swayno over on the far side, and Jane Temple trying to battle back. Understudy isn't going to be able to land a blow tonight. Spirited Style is out in front, chased by Swayno. Spirited Style a length in front of Swayno, now a length and a half. Favourite Spirited Style wins the Rick and Mary Hambro Aphrodite Stakes in good style from Swayno. Jane Temple rallied really nicely. May well have got third from Modern Utopia.
Really interesting race, that, wasn't it? I mean, it did. The complexion of the race did change pretty quickly, it's fair to say there, as the front runners did come back to the field quite quickly, as the commentator said, rather leaving the jockey on the day, Billy Loughnane, in front a little bit, I thought. But to be fair to the jockey, he sees the initiative on the horse, didn't he, and made her mind up well. And I thought she stayed, I thought she saw out the trip very well there. It's fair to say she was not stopping at the end. And I thought that was a fairly convincing listed victory. That was her first attempt at the grade and the first attempt at the trip, and also her first attempt on good to soft ground against her elders. And I think it's fair to say that she coped with everything quite well there. Whether she's good enough to take her place towards the head of a classic remains to be seen. People will say, "Oh well, it's only the German Oaks. It won't be as good as the UK or Irish Oaks." People will look at the grade is exactly the same. That is why we figure the German Derby and the German Oaks in this process. They are worthy races worth winning. And I think if this filly is a worthy contender, I think, without any shadow of a doubt, she's never finished lower than second in her 3 starts. She's a 3-year-old filly, and why should they not try and have a classic tilt with her? She's won a listed race, and Godolphin are more than entitled, I think, to run this filly. Well, she runs. Well, you would think Godolphin would have plenty of opportunities for this race, should they have decided to target it. So that has to be some sort of positive, that she's the one that's managed to be selected above all them other Godolphin 3-year-old fillies. So it will be interesting to see how she goes on the day, I think. If she takes her place on the 3rd of the 8th. We saw there on the German resource, it's always best to use the resource of the home country, that Spirited Style is still entered in the German Oaks. So we'll have to wait until Sunday and see if she takes her chance. Excuse me. Right, I think I can end this video here now. Not bad. Around 15 minutes for me. That is very quick, isn't it? What I'll do is I'll leave a copy of all the Classic Watch 25 Possibles for you to watch as well. That way, if you've missed any Classic Watch 25 Possibles, you'll be able to keep up to date with them and watch them at your leisure. And what I will also do is to enable people that have watched this video without subscribing to the channel, I will give people an opportunity to subscribe to the channel also ahead of the rest of the Classic Watch 25 season. That way, you won't miss any more content moving forward. Right, what we got coming up? It's been an interesting week at Goodwood, really, hasn't it? Some fascinating results. We had Classic Watch 25 hopeful Whirl win her second Group 1 of the season yesterday in the National Stakes, but we also had Classic Watch 25 horses Field of Gold and Henri Matisse beaten in the Sussex Stakes. So there has been some rather funny races this week. I think there's 2 more days of Goodwood to go. There's also the Galway Festival going on in Ireland. A nice mixture of national hunt racing and flat racing, if that's your thing. But for now, I think I can leave this video here on this Friday morning. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Enjoy the upcoming weekend, won't you? Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And goodbye for now. Goodbye.